Hi everyone. As you can see, this is a new series. This is Call It What You Want. I have heard a lot about it, good and bad. This is a show that has people talking, and so at least people are talking about it. There's a lot of accusations, allegations about this representing certain actual active actors and other people behind the set in a higher position of power. It's supposed to represent kind of things that may have transpired between them. I'm hoping the show does call a light to issues within the BL industry, such as actors having to hide their partners, or if they are not straight, the fear of coming out and having to hide that so their career isn't ruined and so their fans will still support the ship or them. But we'll see. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. So we're starting on the beach, and it's very dark. I like the way it's filmed. This feels like an intimate moment between two people. So, is this their partner? Oh, this is him. Oh yeah, they always have a picture of themselves. He seems very happy. And who are you? Okay, so he's the director. I wonder if he's based loosely on the actual director of this show, or maybe a conglomerate of many directors. Oh, yep. Yep, if you're on a nice set, you have drivers pick you up so that you're always on time to set. Oh, what? I mean, this isn't the first time someone has done this. Why would you do that to people? Trying to help. I don't know how you get someone out of a rut like this, because it is hard. I know you have to get yourself out, but not easy. He needs comfort. Okay, this is. Here we go about Ned not being allowed to have a girlfriend. Yeah, it affects him, but that actor should have his own life. Also, the contract of new coming director Tay. Answer it for him. Answer it for him. So he has a lot of gay movies in the back there. An indication of his sexual preference, but also his filming style. T called. Yeah, get out of the shower. That's right. Yep, answer. Oh, well, because he's standing there naked. Who cares? If you're friends. Yeah, you should have probably told him that. I think, yeah, he's in the news right now. Okay. This is actually what happens, by the way. This is very on the nose.
ขอโทษครับพี่จุ๊บ
Yeah. See you at 3.
กูได้งานแล้ว
I mean, technically, he wants you to direct. He never said you actually had the job. Maybe take that off the table. Find out your payment, your hours, what you're allowed to speak about, terminations.
ค่าตัว 60,000 บาทนี่เป็นแค่ค่ากำกับต่อตอนใช่ไหมครับ
He means in total.
60,000 บาทนี่พี่แบ่งจ่ายเป็น
Oh, why is your phone on?
ผ่อนไปได้นะ
He's telling you, pick it up if you want, indicates do not pick it up. Turn it on
บาท
silent.
นี่เป็นค่ารับเถอะ ฮัลโหลแม่
No, it's his mom.
อ๋อนี่อีก3 วันเดี๋ยวแม่พิมพ์ไว้ในไลน์ทีมนะ
I know it's his mom, but he should have had that on silent.
เรียบร้อยครับ 60,000 บาทกับการทำงานจำนวนทั้งหมด 20 คิว เป็นค่ากำกับ แก้ไขบท
So everything, you're only not per episode.
เป็นโค้ช
Wait,
เทรนนิ่ง
hold on.
ดูตัดต่อ
So this the whole show is only going to be 60,000 baht.
ทำซับไตเติ้ล
What? They're making a fool out of him because he obviously wants to be director, but clearly
หมูสวยดีนะ
they don't care. That's all 60,000 for everything.
ที่ดีนะส่วนที่ผู้ใหญ่แนะนำมา ใครแนะนำเหรอครับ พี่น้อย ตึกสุขุมวิทเขาบอกว่าเธอทำหนังได้ดีมากเรื่อง
You don't even know. If you're gonna try and compliment him, make sure you know what to say to him.
อันนี้พี่เสร็จแล้ว เดี๋ยวเจมส์ออกกลับบ้านได้นะแล้วบ่ายนี้ว่างใช่ไหม เดี๋ยวพี่จะได้ให้เวิร์กช็อปกับน้องๆไปด้วยเลย
Already? But it's 3 p.m. So it's what? That's bad that they're hiring him now, but they've got the actors already sorted. It means he's not involved in any pre-production. Cap?
เธอลืมหมวกอะ
Okay. Very unorganized. I don't like this at
ซี
all.
รีส์เรื่องนี้นะชื่อ Tonight เป็นนิยายวายหนังสือเล่มนี้ขายดีมากเลยนะ
As usual.
พี่ตีอ่ะเขาซื้อมาเพื่อปั่นกระแสจิ้นนักแสดงอ่ะพี่แอบไป
Yeah, what he wants is to create a ship to make money off of.
ที่นี่คืออะไรอะครับ
Relationship.
จิ้นไงสับสาววายก็จิ้นแบบเวลาเราเห็นผู้ชาย2 คนอยู่ด้วยกัน เราก็จิ้นว่าเขาได้แล้วนะจะเปิดกล้องอยู่แล้วไปดูสับสาววายมาเยอะ
Yeah, but why did no one tell him it was a BL series?
สาววาย
พี่จุ๊บครับ
เพราะ
BL คืออะไรอะครับ
นี่อำกันปะเนี่ยหนังที่เจมส์ทำก็ BL ทั้งนั้นนี่ BL อ่ะมาจากคำว่า boys
Aren't his movies maybe
ก็
queer?
คือชายแท้ที่ตกหลุมรักชายแท้ แต่มันไม่ใช่ซีรีส์เกย์นะมันต่างกันอีท
Eat.
น้องเขาชื่ออีท
Eat.
น้องอีก
อีก
เจอกันที่ไหนมาก่อนบ้าง
If you haven't met him before, just say no.
จะ3:30แล้วอ่ะเราเวิร์กช็อปกันดีกว่านะถ้าอย่างนั้นพี่ขอไปทำงานที่พี่รักของพี่ก่อนนะ
ได้เลยครับเจอกันครับพี่จุ๊บ
อ่ะ
He seems very fake,
บ้าน
Bass.
กี่โมงจ๊ะ
อ๋อ2 ทุ่มครับพี่จุ๊บเดี๋ยวตอน4 ทุ่มอีกต้องไปรับแม่ที่สุวรรณภูมิอะครับ
ถ้างั้นอย่าลืมมาเอากุญแจรถกับโทรศัพท์กับพี่นะจ๊ะ
Why do you have his phone and his car keys?
10 โมงมีนัดกับหมออย่าลืม
Oh, the nose. I'm so confused. Was it a nose job? Because plastic surgery is very known. I mean, I'm going to get some done.
พี่ว่าเราเคยเจอกันที่ไหนมาก่อน
I feel really awkward for him. Yeah, because you were very intriguing, Bass, because you had the whole imagery in the opening sequence.
ได้ครับ ผมชื่ออินนะครับ เรียนการบินกำลังขึ้นปี 2
Oh, aviation student.
ผมดรอปเรียนอยู่นะครับ
Ah.
แล้วคิดยังไงถึงมาเป็นนักแสดง
Money.
จริงๆมันก็มีหลายเหตุผลนะพี่ที่ผมอยากเป็นนักแสดงนะแต่หลักๆเลยก็คงเป็นเรื่องของเงินนะคือผมไม่อยากของเงินแม่บ่อยๆอะ
I knew it's going to be money.
อีกอย่างแม่ผมเป็นแอร์อะผมโตมากับการเห็นแม่เดินทางตลอด
ก็ดีแล้วนี่แล้วเราก็เรียนการบินด้วย
But I don't want you to just do it for money. You have to have some sort of passion in my eyes.
ผมว่าคงไม่เอาอะแล้วอีกอย่างผมว่าผมก็มีพรสวรรค์ด้านการแสดงเหมือนกันนะ
แล้วเคยมีผลงานการแสดงมาก่อนปะ
He's asking the right questions, by the way, to get to know them.
ภาพไพ่มณีตอนม .1 นี่นับไหมครับ
เดี๋ยวเล่นเป็นไรนางเงือกเหรอ่ะ
สิงสมุทร
น้ำหมดแหละถ้าเราภูมิใจอ่ะ
Yeah, you don't have to have experience.
บ้านโอเคครับผม สวัสดีครับ
เดี๋ยวก่อนครับ คือผมมีเรื่องจะบอกอะคือผมโสดนะ
Oh, he's just hitting on him straight away. Okay,
แล้วพี่อะโสด
you shouldn't be doing this. You're doing it in front of another actor. This is so unprofessional.
โอเคครับ สวัสดีครับ ผมบาสสุภกิจเหมือนกันครับ จริงๆแล้วเนี่ยผมก็ไม่ได้อยากเป็นนักแสดงเท่าไหร่ครับ แต่ว่ามีคนทักทามผมมาเยอะ เขาบอกว่า
Because of your looks,
เป็นนักแสดงมากกว่า
that doesn't mean you can act.
คือมึงจะบอกว่ามึงหล่อไง
เอ้าผมก็ดูสิ
Ooh, that made you very unattractive to me.
ตัวเองก่อนนะ ตัวตนนะว่าทำไมถึงอยาก
อื
เป็น
อฮึ
นักแสดงเอาแบบเรื่องที่มาจากใจเลยนะเอาไหมนะคือผมเรียนนิเทศ
Okay.
เรียน acting ครับ
Oh, so you majored in acting.
ที่บ้านผมเขาไม่ค่อยจะเห็นด้วยสักเท่าไหร่ เขาอยากให้ผมเรียนหมอแบบเนี้ยผม
Doctor.
พูดยังไงดีอะ
It's not your passion?
เนี่ยครับอาจจะเพราะสังคมของต่างจังหวัดด้วยแหละ คือเขามองว่าการจะเป็นนัก
Yeah,
แสดง
that happens
ดารา
for a lot of us.
เป็นไปไม่ได้เท่าไหร่เขาตีตาเลยนะเว้ยพี่ว่ามันเป็นไม่ได้
Yeah, I've been told this. You get told this a lot.
ก็เลยอยากจะพิสูจน์ให้คนที่นั่นเขารู้ว่าคนเราอะถ้าอยากทำอะไรมีความฝันอะไรก็ทำได้ทุกคนและที่สำคัญกว่านั้นนะพี่
Okay, there's a great layer to his character in this moment.
ทำอะไรสำเร็จ
He's being vulnerable.
ก็เป็นลูกที่จะไม่ทำให้พวกเขาผิดหวังแทนชันแรงกล้ามากเลยนะ
Yeah, that's what I wanted to hear.
ไม่ได้เป็นนักแสดงนะอยากทำอะไรผมตายเองดีกว่า
I relate to him so much.
ล้อเล่นแน่แน่แน่หน้าซีเป็นไก่ต้มเลยนะมึงนะ
No, you were telling the truth.
มาเดี๋ยวมาที่
And I think that's fine.
เราชื่อเจมส์นะต่อไปนี้ไม่ต้องเรียกเราว่าพี่ให้เรียกว่าเจมส์หรือว่าไอ้เจมส์
Okay.
อะไรก็ได้
He wants them to don't feel any pressure to be formal with him.
เฮ้ยพี่มันจะดูเสียมารยาทไปป่ะพี่โอ้ยพี่เอ้าโทษครับพี่พี่อีกแล้วเจมส์การเป็นนักแสดงที่ดีเนี่ยเราจะเคารพความเป็นมนุษย์ของกันและกันไม่ใช่อายุคำสรรพนามคำนำหน้าหรือว่าตำแหน่ง
He's correct. I'm liking James a lot.
แต่นั่นคือหน้าที่เก็บไว้
I don't know if that will last, but I like him a lot.
งั้นเดี๋ยววันนี้ขอดูไลน์ acting กันหน่อยเนาะกับนักแสดงเนี่ยต้องเข้าใจบทตรงกันเห็นภาพตรงกัน แล้วก็มีอะไรก็พูดออกมาเลยเอาเป็นว่ารู้จักกันให้มากๆง่ายๆก็คืออย่ามีกำแพงอ่ะมีอะไรอยากบอกก็บอกอยากพูดก็พูดทุกคนมีไลน์กันเนาะเดี๋ยวเซฟเบอร์เราแล้วก็สามารถโทรหรือว่าเมสเซจ
Why does Baz keep looking at 8?
098936
Oh, they don't have their phones, do they? Didn't she say that she would give it to them at the end?
ไม่จดเบอร์เราหรอ
คือพวกเราไม่ได้รับอนุญาตให้ใช้โทรศัพท์กันนะคะ
What?
มีอะไรครับ
What are you hiding from him? He's come into this and you guys are not telling him anything.
เราอาจจะโดนฉีกสัญญากับเขาได้
เฮ้ยไม่เป็นไร
ไม่
หร
ต้
อ
อก งค่ะ ผมอยู่กับมันมา4 วันอ่ะ มันก็อ้วกอย่างนี้ทุกวันอ่ะพี่
So you can't contact anyone, so they're keeping you forced.
บาสมันเป็นเบสใช่ป่ะ มันก็ต้องหูบึ้ง
So he's not eating.
บังคับให้กินแต่อกไก่มันจะแตกกว่าครับ
Yeah. So they're forcing him to stay in this type of shape, which is actually very dangerous for you.
แล้วนี่ใครเล่น IG กับ Twitter อยู่เนี่ยขอไปดูบ้างนะ
เดี๋ยว
This is very problematic, by the way.
คืนนี้อีกขอโทรหาได้ไหม
เขาห้ามใช้มือถือไม่ใช่หรอ
No, they said, during these hours.
วันนี้อีกกลับบ้าน
เบอร์เรา098
ไม่ต้องจำได้
ทำได้ด้วยเหรอต้องบอกไปครับ
He's got one of those memories.
จำได้ดิ คืนนี้รอดูแล้วกัน
Okay, he's got a very good memory. He remembers everything. That was a very interesting and very telling first episode. We have James already having been swindled out of money. Well, not swindled, but someone had stolen a lot of money from the production and so it was cancelled. But Two Nights, there's a lot of issues with Two Nights. T is highlighted straight away as not a good person. You can tell by the pictures that they put up, the way he swiveled on the chair, the way he dealt with the contracts, the way he's dealing with his actors. It's very problematic. There is a lot of problems to this, and I don't know how much is ingrained in truth, but I can only speak on my own experience and people that I know and heard from. So him only having 4 days to go through how he would go and direct a show, a TV series, that's hard because he has no pre-production, no insight. It means that his thoughts and his views are invalid to this show. He is literally just there to create it. Problem is, if he doesn't have a direction in which way to go in, that's going to be very much a problem for the show because his vision will not be full because it will be very static and shattered because he has such a short period of time to put the pieces together and figure out what he's going to do. I mean, I'm sure he can do it, but what I liked about James is he doesn't care about gender. So his idea of BL, he doesn't even know what BL is. When Job said, you also do BLs, no, what he does is queer movies, clearly, and series. That is not the same as BL. BL is not the same as that. Because it's very specific to highlight that two men like one another. In queer movies, it doesn't have to be like that. It just happens to be that the couple that is highlighted likes one another and they're the same gender. It's not a focal point compared to BLs. It was just interesting when he sat down with the two actors because 8 was very flirty, which you can't do. You just can't do it like that. Not in front of another actor anyway. And Bass, there was a lot of layers to his character. He clearly hides behind humor, and that's his defense. He's very sad. I understand what he means. When you tell people you're an actor or you go into that field, such as directing, screenwriting, producing, people, they look down on you. They don't expect you to make it. They tell you to your face that you will fail. They laugh at you. They say not many people make it. They then go in if you're not good looking or you don't have the right height. They will tell you this is people because people love to tell you their opinions. And so I could feel a lot and relate to Bass a lot. Clearly, he wants to escape and he feels like he's drowning, which then is a clear metaphor for the opening where he was with someone. I don't know who that person was because I don't think they've been introduced yet, but it was male. So that might highlight that he's hiding his sexuality by doing these false rumors of dating these women. Bass is trying very hard to connect with James. He's also just, I think, trying very hard to hide how he truly feels. So I don't know if part of his storyline will be his sexuality and the fact that he might be gay or not straight and he has to hide that. It was a great point to highlight that he is making them keep to a very strict diet and clearly a very strict workout regimen. And I get that Bass is very muscular. I get it. But I wish that wasn't such a focal point in BLs and just in acting in general. It truly is. If you're not muscular or good looking, you are deemed not worthy. Because people like to see something aesthetically pleasing. For a lot of people, it might be shifting now, but muscles seem to be that. When he spoke about his good looks, it was a very shallow moment, but I've seen a lot of BL actors clearly into their looks and have to be into their looks because it's what sells. And people are very vapid and shallow, and it's being highlighted why they are like that because it's what's been programmed into you when you watch these shows. It's very hard to get into the entertainment industry if you're not as good looking as Bass. Him saying he would rather die, it's just there was a lot you could unpack with him, and then him being sick was not a good thing because I don't know if he's allergic to cucumbers or chicken, or it's just he's not eating enough. Them not having their cell phones, that is not okay. Usually you are told to turn your cell phone off and you keep it somewhere or you keep it with like the first AD, maybe not the first AD, but someone in props, something like that, so that it's kept safe. Or in a trailer if you have a trailer, but those are usually bigger set movies. So that was very strange how he wasn't allowed his phone. That didn't scream right to me. They felt very trapped. It felt as if they were on a tight leash. There were a lot of stipulations. I mean, if they spoke to anyone or posted anything, they could be fired. It felt very claustrophobic. I didn't like it one bit. And even James is confused because he's coming from an outside perspective. It felt very dangerous. It felt very unprofessional and a toxic work environment. And and the whole thing about plastic surgery now, that is something that is actually prevalent throughout the world. which is you will be told to get plastic surgery. As I stated, I will myself be getting plastic surgery, not because I've been told to, that's just for my own means, but also so that I can actually breathe properly. So I will be getting a nose job in the future. But it was just interesting that he hasn't even healed yet, and they're supposed to be filming in 4 days. Why was he told in such a short span of time? His eyes aren't black or blue, so it had to have been a while ago. But usually, it takes a long time for your face to heal from that. And that he had to get a nose job, but that T was telling him this, which clearly T, who's been in the industry, there's something off with him, and I don't know if he's a sexual predator, and so I don't know who that's supposed to truly relate to, with the rumors that go around and who this is based on. But it was uncomfortable that they had no freedom, and that they had to be a machine. But I think that's very telling for the BLs, because I think what we're starting to see is that they can't speak out, they can't do what they want, they have to look a certain way, they have to act a certain way. They're supposed to be gay in the show or bi in the show or not straight, but in real life straight, so that the fans, which are predominantly female, because it was supposed to be written for women, want to see that they are straight, so they feel like they have a chance. There's a lot of problematic issues that I felt were running throughout just that scene, and also there was only two of them. I didn't understand that. If this is a show, they can't be just run on two of them. It just doesn't work like that. So all the other actors, where are they? Was everyone else fired? There's a lot that will be revealed because there's only 6 episodes. I thought for our first episode that was very good and dark look into that side of the BL industry. I felt like this was the most telling of the negative sides of the industry that I've seen in a show so far. So I'm hoping they stick to that. And I want to see what goes on when they have to film the show, and if anyone kind of breaches contract. And also, what happens if 8 and James do start dating? Because I feel like there's going to be a lot of issues with that. Especially considering James just came on, another actor was fired. And I don't know if T is predatory towards any of them. It's a bit worrying. But I'm looking forward to seeing what episode 2 has to offer. Thank you for watching. That was Call It What You Want, episode 1, and I will be back soon with episode 2.